WrestleMania has ended. We have three new champions. We saw the return of the Texas Rattlesnake. We saw the return of the Man. And we have a new World Heavyweight Champion. And this is Sunday, WrestleMania Sunday, April 20th, 2025. And this is Wrestling with Comics, WrestleMania 41, Night 2. By the way, for 420, smoke them if you got them. Of course, if you're in AA, then you shouldn't be smoking weed. Just like me. Now, we're going to get into the results of WrestleMania. But first, we're going to go into the results of the 2025 Slammy Awards that took place right before WrestleMania. So first, I'm going to take me a little swig here of juice. First, for the it was hosted by Kathy Kelly and Big E, and then we had Austin Aries um, and Grayson Waller there as well. They were sitting in their chairs, being destructive, and we also saw the return of the Boogeyman, which was awesome. Right. First, we had for best entrance of the year. That went to Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania 40. And presenting the award was Jimmy Hart and R-Truth. And after presenting the award, R-Truth stayed for a little bit, which was awesome. And of course, getting on the nerves of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And next, for the NXT Superstar of the Year, Roxanne Perez. And well deserved. And of course, she was really heelish, saying that, she is the women's division, at least in NXT. She's she's definitely going to the main roster. Sometime after WrestleMania, you can definitely expect her to be there. Take a swig. Next, Social Star of the Year. That went. Oh, wait, sorry, skipped one. Breakout Superstar of the Year, Stephanie Vaquer. No big surprise there. And, she was just awesome. She was great. And the fact that she's. Sorry, just adjusting myself here. That she's the breakout superstar of the year. That's just incredible, and I see nothing but good things for her, and also for Julia too. I see nothing but good things for both of them. And the social star of the year went to Drew McIntyre once again. Chelsea Handler was not there to steal the award, but Piper Niven stole it, and then R-Truth went after her and got the award back and gave it to Drew McIntyre. And of course, R-Truth mistaked him for the Scottish Warrior, Sheamus. And they went back together. And, that was. And that was about it. And then, actually, sometime Waller and in Theory, they actually left, and. So, next we had the rivalry of the year. That went to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre, of course, he, dissed CM Punk, talking about how, he failed, he let you guys down last night, he let himself down. So yeah, and that's a well deserved reward as well. I thought it was a great rivalry of that year and what have you. I mean, just a great rivalry. So and a great match too. The Hell in the Cell match. Next, the tag team of the year: Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Of course, neither one of them was there at the awards, and they both did a separate video. Yeah, they each did a separate video, and this is really starting to build up to a potential rivalry. I mean, we could actually see a triple threat match now between Naomi, Jade, and Bianca, or we could see them get back together as a tag team and clear the air. So we don't know what's going to happen here, but it should be pretty interesting. Next, the OMG moment of the year, and that was John Cena turning on Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. John Cena wasn't there to accept the award, but the OMG moment of the year. I mean, clearly, I mean because John Cena hadn't been a bad guy since like his his first few years in WWE. So yeah, I mean definitely a big OMG moment. And then we had the WTF moment of the year. Also, Mick Foley was there. Mick Foley was there to present the rivalry of the year with the Miz, and he came out again as Mankind. Yeah, he came out as first as Cactus Jack, and then came out as Mankind for the WTF moment of the year. And that one went to the Wyatt Six debut, and the Wyatt Six they made a cool video for it, and haven't seen the Wyatt Six in a while, but I have a suspicion they'll probably be back maybe next week, and I hope they come back with Alexa Bliss. There's been a lot of rumors that Alexa Bliss is gonna join the group, so can't wait to see what happens there. Then we had the match of the year. No, and actually the biggest surprise of it all was that it was tied. Yep, we had a tie for the match of the year. And the tie was between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, and CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood. Um, each wrestler gave the acceptance speeches, through a video, and I mean, looking back now, it's not really that big of a surprise that it's a tie because both matches were awesome. Cody getting to complete the story, and Drew McIntyre and CM Punk just having a knockdown, drag out fight. I mean, and it was all bloody and stuff. So, yeah, not too surprised as I mentioned before. So, yeah, I mean, both matches deserve the match of the year. And now we go to the awards that were not presented, but they were given earlier in that day. We have, for most aura, we have Jay Uso, Yeet. Villain of the year, Liv and Dominic Mysterio. No big surprise there. The mic drop of the year, and this one is definitely no big surprise, when Cody said to The Rock, "Go fuck yourself." Yep. The faction of the year goes to the OG Bloodline. Again, no big surprise. And that was about it. Then we went to the female and male superstars of the year. The female superstar of the year went to Liv Morgan. Again, no big surprise. Well, that could have gone either way. That could have gone to Bianca. That could have gone to Tiffany and Bailey. So it could have gone to the other girls as well. I was actually a little surprised that Nia Jax got nominated. But actually looking back now, it shouldn't really be. I mean, she had a great year. Next, finally, the male superstar of the year, and we had Mick Foley come out as Dude Love, and for this one, no big surprise, Cody Rhodes. I mean, Cody has had an amazing year, so yep, he definitely deserved the male superstar of the year. Matter of fact, let me finish this whole thing. And now we go to night two of WrestleMania 41. First, we had the triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. And, this was an amazing match. I gave it, I gave it 5 stars. I mean, Io Sky, she did an incredible job. I was actually really surprised that she won. I thought it might go to Bianca or Rip or Rhea, but Io Sky, keeps the belt, and I mean, I guess Jade is going back to SmackDown. She's gonna try and solve the thing between Naomi and Jade, and it looks like Rhea and Io are gonna go at it. I mean, I did want to see Rhea and Bianca go at it. I mean, of course they could still go at it too. I mean, they could still wind up going at each other as well, but I don't know. I mean, well, we'll have to see what happens there. But Io Sky is still the champ, and she was phenomenal, in there, and thus 5 stars. Next, we had the Sin City Street Fight between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. And it was another knockdown, drag out fight. I mean, these two hit each other with tables and chairs, and it was just it was a hard hitting match. I mean, like, at one point, Damian Priest gave Drew McIntyre the razor's edge through tables, and then Damian Priest went through 2 tables on the outside, and Drew McIntyre gave him the brogue kick, with the on the chair through his head, and and of course he got the victory. Do I see this continuing to go on? Actually, I'm going to go on a limb and say yeah. I mean, this is definitely not going to be the end. I mean, these two are going to fight each other again, possibly at the next PLE, which is Backlash. So, definitely going to watch for that. And 5 stars. And next, the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. And, well, we do have a new Intercontinental Champion. It is in the Judgment Day. But of course, if you're not a fan of Dominic Mysterio, this is bad news for you because Dominic won. But I mean, I really thought Penta was gonna win this one, but no. But I was also hearing that it kind of looked like it was either gonna be Finn Balor or it was gonna be Dominic Mysterio, and Dominic won, and And, it's about time Dominic won a singles title. I mean, he's been tag team champion before, but has never held like singles gold. And now that he's holding the Intercontinental Championship, you know, I mean, we're gonna see how far he goes with this. I mean, this could possibly build toward a feud between him and Finn Balor, him and Penta as well. So I won't be surprised if there's a triple threat match between those three. As for Braun Breaker, Braun, he like I said before, they're trying to get him ready for the world title. I mean, he's going to be chasing after, the world title. Come WrestleMania, LA Knight and Braun Breaker, they're going to be going after, the titles on their respective brands. And the time is now to, build them up. You know, build up Braun and build up LA Knight. So that's what's gonna happen. And Dominic, I mean, well, he's got a singles title, and I think that's as far as he's gonna go. I mean, do I can I see him winning the United States title as well? Yes, but as far as being a world champion like his dad, I don't see it. I just don't see it. I mean, he's a good heel. He's a great wrestler, but I don't see him being the world champion. And they're not just gonna give it to him because his dad was world champion. That's just not gonna happen. You know, I think it's mostly not so much of the size, but I think it's because like they look at it. Well, I mean, it's a little bit of the size. They kind of look at him, and fans look at him, and they're like, this guy's gonna be the world champ. No way. I mean, he'll definitely be the Intercontinental Champion and the United States Champion, but not the World Champion. That's just not going to happen. Actually, also, I made a mistake. He was actually North American Champion. Yeah, but that was in NXT, so I guess this is his first major singles title in the, you know, on the main roster, I should say. So, yeah. And yeah, I gave that one 5 stars as well. Just a lot of great action in there, and also there was even one point where Braun Breaker did this. He speared Finn Balor. Did a super spear and went right through the table, and that was incredible too. So yeah, Braun Breaker, they're definitely going to build him towards the world title. Next, we had Randy Orton versus a mystery opponent. And that opponent just so happened to be Joe Henry. And, I was not expecting him to be there. I mean, and he showed up. And, they put on, a heck of a match. The only thing I wish is that it was a little longer. It felt like it was just started, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was over. So thus, I give it 4 stars. I mean, good match. I just wish that it was a little bit longer. And then at the end, Randy was like telling Joe Henry, "Hey, take a bow. Look at all these fans. They appreciate you." And then all of a sudden, boom, RKO. Yep, don't trust a viper. Next, we had AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This match was okay. I mean, not the best, but not the worst. I gave it 3.5 stars, and one of Logan's guys tried to interfere, and then um, Kieran Cross tried to interfere. He interfered and tried to give the brass knucks to AJ Styles. AJ threw it away. Boom, elbowed him, and then uh, eventually Logan got the victory here. And it was an okay match. I mean, not the best, but not the worst. I mean, Logan Paul, as always, he delivered. I guess it was because I was just expecting more, and it didn't really live up to the hype. But Logan Paul is still a good wrestler. I mean, he might have to. It's still going to take him some time before he becomes a champion. At least a world champion. So I mean, who knows? We might even see these two wrestle again. So we'll wait and see. Next, for the women's tag team titles, we had Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez take on Lyra Valkyrie. And it was revealed that it was Becky Lynch. Yes, she is back. And I was so happy, because like I was thinking like, oh, maybe she won't come back, because it's been kind of iffy. But then of course there was the video on Instagram of her backstage, so people were like, ooh, maybe she's coming back, maybe she's coming back, and I was just like, and I had my cell phone camera, and I was just like, okay, what's gonna happen? And then you hear the song, and I was like, and I said, she's back, yeah. And it was a great match, and and Becky even scored the winning pin on Liv Morgan, got some revenge, after being out for a year. So now Liv and Lyra are the new women's tag team champions. And for the second time, Becky Lynch is a two-time women's tag team champion. And, Lyra and Becky, I mean, that's going to be awesome. I mean, I don't know where Bailey fits in, because we still don't know who took out Bailey. But, I mean, yeah, we don't know who took out Bailey, but I mean, we don't know where Bailey's gonna fit in this whole thing. But still, at the end of the day, it was just great to see Becky come back, and it was just yeah, it was awesome to see her come back and get in the ring. I mean, her coming back in the ring, I mean, that was enough for 4 stars, but the match was pretty good too, so I gave it 5 stars. I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan. I'm glad to see the man back, and I can't wait to see what else she does. I mean, if she comes back tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, it's gonna be lit. I mean, it's gonna be so lit. And speaking of lit, next, for the WWE Undisputed Championship, we had Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. And, these two threw everything but the kitchen sink at each other. And there was a ref bump. We had 2 ref bumps. The first ref bump, Cena took off the padding, the turnbuckle padding, and then hit Cody with in the this on the exposed turnbuckle, and did the FU. Still didn't get it. And then Travis Scott came out. Yep, and I was like, oh man, Travis Scott. And I was actually almost expecting The Rock to come out too. I was expecting The Rock to come out, but he didn't. So I mean, that's kind of sad too. I mean, it was kind of sad because like I was really expecting The Rock to be there, and so anyways, Cody got the Rhodes Scholar on Cena, and then Travis pulled the referee out. The referee knocked out again, and then Cody was like challenging Travis to get back in the ring. He's like, "Oh, come on, you smacked me one time. Come on, come on." And then Travis went in there, and Cody blocked it and gave him the Rhodes Scholar. And then after that, Cena went to go hit Cody with the belt, and Cena and Cody, like they were having a tug of war, and it looked like Cody wanted to hit Cena with the belt, because it went back to that whole thing is, you can either, do you want to win or do you want to be the good guy? And, Cody, he just threw the belt down. He was just like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then Cena, boom, kicked him in the balls, hit him with the belt, at 5, 1, 2, 3, and Cena wins. So, yep, John Cena for the 17th time is the world champion and surpasses Ric Flair. Yep, he surpasses Ric Flair. So, now John Cena is officially the greatest world champion in pro wrestling of all time. He's surpassed Hogan, Triple H, and Ric Flair. And And also, the crowd was, for a while, they were really split, because it was like, you heard the, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. And then, but then there were times when Cody, was making a comeback and, even doing the flip, flop, and fly. Like I heard I heard fans actually booing Cody Rhodes. And, and it was looked like the crowd was like split. But, and then Cena won, and actually at the end of the night, because I saw a little bit of the thing where Cena was like walking up the ramp after after the victory, and there were fans that were chanting "Thank you, Cena, thank you, Cena," and it really was. I mean, it was just memorable because John Cena in his last WrestleMania wins the title, and it looks like they're going to go with Cody trying to get the belt back, and that's what really needs to happen because Cody had the title for about a year, so now Cody has to chase after the belt. And what I feel is going to happen is he's going to win the Money in the Bank, and then he's going to cash it in. Um, yeah, He'll cash it in right before SummerSlam, and sit out for SummerSlam, and then at SummerSlam it'll be Cena versus Cody again, and Cody is gonna win the title back. As for Backlash, uh, well, it's gonna be in St. Louis, so I mean, Solo Monster even threw out this idea that it could be Randy Orton and John Cena, and it kind of looks like that might be it. We could be getting Orton versus Cena, at Backlash. And I mean, even though it's going to be in Orton's hometown, I don't think Orton's going to take it. No, no. The the rematch is Cody versus Cena. That's going to be the match, and that's going to be the match for the world title. And in the meantime, Cody is just going to be, trying to get the belt back. Because he had the belt since last year's WrestleMania. So now it's time for him to try to chase after the belt again. And I think once he beats Cena, he'll get a much bigger explosion, and it'll be a much bigger celebration for him. And also, before I get out of here, a few things. I actually forgot this. Stone Cold came out and announced the 63, I think it was like 63 uh, 1,322 people that were there in attendance for night two of WrestleMania, which is bigger than 61,000. So I think that's like 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's like 13,000 something. They had the picture of it when he was like drinking the beer and stuff like that. When he came out to the crowd. So I'll have to look at it again. But yeah, it was good seeing Stone Cold there, and I had some good food as well. I had some Popeyes chicken, some lemon pepper Popeyes chicken, and of course WrestleMania next year will be in New Orleans. I was actually trying to get some city wing, but the one city wing stop they wouldn't let me order it. I had to order it through the app, and the other one I tried to call, and like the line was busy, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go to Popeyes. So I went to Popeyes, got some lemon pepper chicken, which was pretty good. Yep, it's the end of Lent, so I can eat meat again. Yes, back to eating meat. But I'm still going on the bike and trying to get healthy and whatnot. And also, I'll still eat, some of the plant based stuff as well. I'm gonna incorporate that into the diet as well. So, having said all that, that is it. That will do it for night two of WrestleMania, and you will see me next time on Thursday. This will be the official once a week episode on Thursdays. And also, Quick announcement. On May 4th, I will be doing a special edition episode. Yep, I'll be doing a special edition episode Sunday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And it is Star. Yep, we're doing the best of Kerry Von Erich at WCCW Star Wars. Yep, Wrestling Star Wars. So we're gonna see all of his best matches at the at the Wrestling Star Wars event, and also in May it is Marvel in May. Yep, Marvel in May, and in that one I will be talking about Marvel Comics. I'll be doing special top 10 countdowns to dedicated to Marvel Comics. And also on Fridays, I'll be doing special episodes where I will be doing watch alongs. Yep, I'll be doing watch alongs to episodes of cartoons. Yep, Marvel Comics animated cartoon series, and also to some movies as well. So, yep, get ready to celebrate Marvel Comics in the month of May. And if you're a fan of Marvel Comics, then this is definitely going to be for you. And that's it. That will definitely do it for this show. Hope you all enjoyed WrestleMania. I sure did. It was excellent. And can't wait till next year. And I'm going to go right now. Gonna catch a little bit of the press conference, and then I'll probably go to bed. But until then, this is Matthew Burris saying, toodaloo, motherfucker.